A Dykes with Drills crew from Walnut Creek joined several folks from the Saint Francis Homelessness Challenge out of San Francisco in presenting an early Christmas present to Chico Housing Action Team in the form of 2 micro houses for Simplicity Village, a tiny house community which will house 46 senior citizens experiencing homelessness in Butte County, California. The Saint Francis tiny home was once used by a homeless man in San Francisco, while the Dykes with Drills tiny house was constructed over the course of an afternoon from mostly pre-fabricated pieces at Riparia on Estes Road in Chico. It was an enriching and joyous experience made possible by the December 18th Chico City Council approval of Simplicity Village against a backdrop of the loss of nearly 14,000 homes in Butte County during the Camp Fire. A dire housing crisis has turned into a catastrophic one that will take years to recover from, one home, tiny or otherwise, at a time.
Okay, so I'm Julie. I came today because I really care about ending homelessness and contributing, and been able to partner amazingly with Amy and with Leslie and be able to do this project with all of you. So just thanks so much for coming today, because it gives me an opportunity to do something I'm passionate about.
I'm Meredith, and I also want to end homelessness, and I'm also just very excited to see dreams happen. So when I see good ideas and I hear good things going on, I want to be a part of it so that we can get it complete and get it done. So I'm excited to be here and be a part of Dykes with Drills. And I'm excited to work with you all. Thanks for being here.
Perfect. That would be great. Yeah.
I just don't know how to.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I'm Amy Fairweiss. I'm the founder and director of the Saint Francis Homelessness Challenge, and we're here today in Chico delivering 2 shelters that are 5 by 8 by 8 mobile transitional shelters to Chico for the Chico Housing Action Team. And this shelter here was built by someone named Moksha in San Francisco, and with the help of people who were currently or formerly homeless. And somebody was gifted this shelter when they were living in an encampment in San Francisco in Mission Bay, and they lived in it for about 6 months, and it was the first time they'd been able to stay in shelter for over a decade. They had been living on the street in a tent and had to deal with a lot of those challenges. When DL moved in here, he told us that this was the first time in years where he went to sleep at night and he didn't feel the stress involved in having to be on guard, because you never know if someone's going to try to break into your tent. And so having this locking door, we also, by the way, built this to code. Moksha and I talked about, what is the best way to build this to be in compliance with different codes. And Moksha found the NFPA, the National Fire Protection Association standard for small RVs. And what that means is that this is made out of Doug fir wood, which is 70 to 100 flame spread rating, so that's a pretty good wood for this. We have 2 points of egress, so there's a window that also doubles as a second exit in the back. There's ventilation with the windows on top. There's a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector and a fire extinguisher, and all of that together gives you a safe locking shelter for a transitional shelter.
Dykes with Drills, one of the things that we love to do is take people of varying levels of skills and empower them with different building techniques, building practices, with tool safety, and teach them how to do something that they don't already know how to do. In Chico, what we did was we brought one of these disassembled tiny houses from the Saint Francis Homelessness Challenge, and we put it together. We brought insulation. We insulated the house. We put on side paneling to cover the insulation in the house. We put on the roof. We put on windows. We used a bunch of different tools. We used skill saws and drills and chop saws. And we had an opportunity to work together as a team and really create something really magical, which was that everybody got to participate in this project that really is going to make a difference for other people. And I think that's really what the magic is of collaborating with a group like the Chico Housing Action Team and the Saint Francis Homeless Challenge, and bringing what we have to offer and creating that teamwork with different organizations.
I've just felt lots of bridges happening throughout the day and connecting with people, and also just working together is such a fabulous way of being in community. And I really appreciate all the connections between the different organizations, and for me personally to be able to give back and support what you're doing here in Chico is really special. Thank you.
I second that.
We consider ourselves advocates, as I said to them earlier, than house builders. It's the whole idea of working together and changing what's out there that needs to be changed. So we become advocates, and we all need that role. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And then working together. So many times as nonprofits, I think we become myopic. We don't see the others out there doing the same thing and being able to collaborate. And that's really important, because this is a collaboration. This is a pollination kind of thing that really is so important for all of us to be part of, I think. And I just honor you guys coming, spending your time. Could have done lots of things today, but instead you were building buildings long way, far away from home, so it's pretty special.